All right, let's dive into Narayana Hrudayalaya's Q3 FY25 financials. We've got their investor presentations, press releases, a whole bunch of stuff, and some questions to help, make sense of it all.
Yeah,
For anyone who needs a quick recap, we're talking about a major player in Indian healthcare, right?
definitely.
Multi-specialty hospitals, big focus on affordable care. But here's where it gets kind of interesting. They also operate in the Cayman Islands.
Hmm, intriguing.
So we're not just going to look at the numbers, the what. We want to get into the why.
The story behind the numbers.
Exactly. What's driving their performance, their growth, and how does this all connect to, the broader trends we're seeing in Indian healthcare?
Well, the numbers tell a tale of growth, at least initially. Consolidated revenue, it's up 13.5%
Wow, that's significant.
to 13,667 million. EBITDA sits at 3,254 million.
Okay.
P8 at 1,931 million. Compared to last year, it's all positive.
So things are looking up.
But, and here's the catch, there's a slight dip compared to the previous quarter. That's what we need to dig into.
Interesting, yeah. Let's break down that revenue a bit. We've got India bringing in 10,873 million and the Cayman Islands contributing 2,935 million. Seems like the Caymans had a stronger showing this time around. And their net debt to equity ratio, that's looking pretty healthy at 0.08.
Right.
But, I was going through all this material and there were some details that really jumped out at me.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, for example, the MMI Narayana Super Specialty Hospital in Raipur,
Okay.
they started using self-service kiosks.
Interesting.
And get this, 85% of consultation bookings, they're happening through those kiosks and their NH Care app. Talk about a digital transformation success story, right?
Absolutely. It's all about accessibility and convenience, especially for the younger generation in India who are so tech savvy. This could be huge for them moving forward.
Yeah, it's like they're on the cutting edge of where healthcare is heading.
Yeah.
And speaking of being on the cutting edge, their hospitals are doing some truly remarkable things. NICS Bengaluru, they've performed 93 robotic cardiac surgeries and 34 TVI procedures.
Wow.
And then you've got MSMC Bengaluru, their first total shoulder replacement, 15 renal transplants. And Artai Selkata, they performed this super rare mechanical thrombectomy.
I haven't heard of that one.
It was on a 33-year-old patient on ECMO support. Apparently, there are only 5 published case reports of this procedure, globally.
That's incredible. A testament to their skill, really, taking on cases many wouldn't even attempt.
Right. Makes you wonder if they're becoming a destination for these complex procedures.
It's possible, as their reputation grows, more people might seek them out.
It's a good point. But, medical advancements, they're just one piece of this growth puzzle.
True.
They're also expanding their reach. New hospitals are in the works for HSR Bangalore, Rajarhat Kolkata, Central Bangalore, South Bangalore, Raipur.
That's ambitious. Big investments, too, I imagine.
Oh, for sure. Hundreds of beds per facility, costs ranging from 1,600 million to 9,000 million. Some of these projects, they're not slated for completion till FY28, FY29.
A long-term vision, for sure. And strategically, it makes sense to strengthen their presence in those flagship regions, build on what they've already established.
Right, exactly. And then there's their Narayana Health Integrated Care and Insurance arm.
Ah, yes, they're seeing impressive growth there, both inpatient transactions and revenue. They've expanded it to 10 locations in Bangalore, and they've even got these pilot programs for Aditi Health Insurance and Arya Health Plans running.
Wow, so they're really building a whole ecosystem.
You got it, thinking beyond just the hospital itself. It's about the whole patient journey.
It's a smart approach. But, their overall performance, they describe it as steady in the face of challenges. It makes you wonder what those challenges might be.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it?
Well, their management has mentioned a dip in international patient volume.
That makes sense, given the global situation.
Right. But domestic patient footfalls, those are holding steady.
Good news for them, shows resilience in their core market.
And the CEO, he even talked about how seasonality and holidays, how those factor into things in India, how they've impacted quarter-over-quarter growth.
Oh, right. So that dip we were talking about earlier,
Yeah.
it could be partly due to, those broader cultural factors.
It's a good reminder that healthcare doesn't operate in a vacuum.
Not at all. Always multiple layers to consider. Yeah, lots of moving parts. And then there's their venture in the Cayman Islands, HCCI.
Right, right. They seem pretty optimistic about that, calling it a potential powerhouse for growth.
Definitely a strategic move. They've fully commissioned the outpatient section of the new hospital there.
Oh, wow.
And the inpatient section that's coming online in phases.
Makes sense, Manage that growth carefully and make sure everything's running smoothly.
Precisely.
But okay, let's put on our investor hats for a second.
Okay.
What's Narayana Hrudayalaya saying about their outlook?
Well, the CEO seems confident. Expecting to meet year-end targets for all their business units, including these new ventures.
Bold statement.
It is, but every investment comes with risks.
Of course.
Things investors should keep an eye on.
What are you thinking?
Well, their debt-to-equity ratio, it's healthy now. But those expansion plans, aggressive, could change things.
Right, yeah. Those are big projects.
Definitely something to watch. The performance of those new hospitals, especially in the Caymans,
Mm,
that'll be key. And of course, government policies, regulations, always a factor in healthcare.
true, true. Anyone looking for a deeper dive, they can always check out Narayana Hrudayalaya's earnings call. It's on February 18th, 2025.
Great opportunity to, hear from the management team directly.
Get those questions answered firsthand.
Exactly.
All right, so wrapping up our exploration of their Q3 performance,
Hmm.
we see a company navigating a tricky landscape, but still achieving growth.
Right.
They're expanding their reach, committed to, making healthcare more accessible.
And let's not forget their work on those complex procedures, pushing boundaries, really.
Absolutely. It's not just treatment, it's like pioneering new approaches.
Yeah.
Before we finish up, I want to leave you with something to think about. Narayana Hrudayalaya is investing heavily in these digital initiatives, like their NH Care app.
Right.
What impact could this have on, the way healthcare is delivered in India, especially in the long term?
A big question. Reflects a larger trend, though. Technology's role in healthcare is expanding not just in India, but worldwide.
It's an exciting time. And companies like Narayana Hrudayalaya, they seem to be leading the charge.
They are.
If you're intrigued, check out their earnings call, dig into their investor presentations. There's always more to learn.
And don't forget, knowledge is best when it's shared. Tell a friend about this deep dive. Keep the conversation going.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll catch you on the next one. Yeah, it really gets you thinking about, the possibilities.
It does.
Imagine, accessing quality healthcare is as easy as, I don't know, using an app.
It's a powerful idea.
Exciting, but maybe a little scary, too. Right?
Yeah, I get that. But you know what's important here? We can't forget Narayana Hrudayalaya's commitment to, affordable care.
Right.
If they can, really make these digital tools work but keep things cost effective,
Yeah,
it could be huge, especially in India.
that's a great point. It's not just about the tech, but how they use it, who benefits.
Exactly.
And that seems to be, at the heart of their mission,
Hmm.
pushing boundaries in so many ways. Complex procedures, accessibility.
They're really aiming high.
It's a pretty impressive story.
It is. And, it raises some big questions for all of us.
Like what?
Well, as healthcare evolves, how do we ensure that everyone benefits from these advancements?
Right?
How do we balance innovation with affordability?
Tough questions.
Yeah, challenges, really, for Narayana Hrudayalaya and for, the entire industry.
Lots to think about. Hopefully this deep dive has given everyone some food for thought.
I think so.
We've, covered their financials, growth strategies, even touched on some of those big trends shaping healthcare in India.
Yeah, it's been a fascinating look at, where things might be heading.
And who knows, maybe there's even more to uncover as they continue to grow and innovate.
Definitely.
If you want to learn more, check out their earnings call, explore their presentations.
Yeah, good idea.
Might find some insights we missed.
Never hurts to keep digging. Remember, knowledge it's an ongoing journey.
Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. See you next time.